What's your name, my dear?
Freda.
Freda. Now, can I get you to take your glasses off so we can see your face?
See my face.
Now, where are we?
In Ulverston. Ulverston, Tasmania.
Now, why have you come down to talk to us?
About these vaccinations, because I'm dead against them. I do not. The government are trying to bully us into having these vaccinations, and I'm dead against them. I lost a very close friend of mine. Her name was Sharon. I called her Sissy, and she did me. And she had her vaccination on the 16th
So
of...
were you sisters?
No, we weren't real sisters, but we were close as. And we done everything together.
Sisters from another mother?
Yeah, and another father. But she was 52 and she had her vaccination on the 16th of May, and by the 16th of June she was gone. She had a history of blood clots and they still gave her that AstraZeneca vaccination. She bled to death. She bled to death. She had a massive bleed from the bowel, and I've never seen anything like it. I never want to see it again. And I tried to put the word out, but I got shot down every time. They took that AstraZeneca off the market because it was causing all sorts of problems with blood clots and all that sort of stuff. She would actually go blue right around the mouth, her nose, her hands would go blue, her feet, and I said to her, Sissy, I'm scared. And then she had this massive bleed from the bowel. The Hobart Hospital sent her back home to only end up back in the Burnie Hospital and flown from Burnie to Hobart by helicopter. When I got to her, I didn't recognise her, and I had to ring her family in Canberra to come over because she was on her deathbed. She was hooked up to dialysis machine. They said that they wanted to do a heart operation. They couldn't do the heart operation because if they had have opened her up, her heart would have exploded due to this vaccine. And I took it. I went over to see my son Stephen because he's dead against him, and I showed him the video, and he's got his own fitness, and he was saying to them, my mum has just lost somebody from those vaccinations, and he said what she showed me on her video, he said, I never ever want to see my mum go through that again. She has mental health issues, and it's like I can't get those images of Sissy out of my head. I can't get, because the blood that she lost, it was like I'd walked in to a horror movie. It was up the shower wall.
So you found her at home with all the blood?
Yes.
So what happened? You came round and there was...
Yeah, I went round to check on her because I knew she wasn't well, and I'd taken her some tea around the night before, and I went back the next day and she was in the toilet. By this time she tried to have a shower, but there was blood everywhere, and I still can't get it. I have nightmares, thinking, did I do enough to save Sissy? Why did they give her that medication in the first case? Why did they give her that AstraZeneca?
So she was still alive though when you found her?
Yeah, and then we got the ambulance and they flew her by helicopter to Hobart.
Were you there when the paramedics turned up?
Yes.
What did they
think? And they got smacked. They had no words. And the second time she went, it was like this. It's happened before. And Hobart sent her home with no follow-ups, nothing to say. And we knew it was from. I knew it was from that needle. I knew.
Did the doctors say anything? Did they give anything to what it could be?
They put it on the news. My sister in Western Australia actually heard it come over the news in Western Australia and said there was a lady in her early 50s that died to complications due to one of the vaccinations, and then that afternoon it went off the news. No more was said about it. Nothing was said about it. So they let it slide. And then I tried to get in touch with Jackie Lambie, and Jackie Lambie was a turncoat and decided that she wasn't one minute she wasn't having the vaccination and next minute she was all for it. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The government are covering up a lot of things. And why are they giving it to our children? Why are children having these vaccinations when their immune system is far better than ours? And I don't care who it is or who they are, each to their own. If you want to have the vaccination, go right ahead, but don't push me into doing something I don't want to do, because I want to live to see my grandchildren turn 18. I want to live to see I've got a grandson that turned 16 at the weekend. And I want to be able to see him turn 16, not push me aside because of some vaccination. And we get people say, you're vaccinated, and it's like people don't want to know me. It's because, you're a risk. I had one guy on my Facebook page and said to me, if you're not vaccinated, stay away from our hospitals. Who gives him the right to tell me, because I'm not vaccinated, who gives him the right to tell me to stay away from his hospitals? It's not just his hospital, it's everybody's hospital, whether it's public or private. I don't care. It's our hospitals. One in, all in. But who does he think he is? And this is what the government's done. They've brainwashed people into thinking that these vaccinations are going to save people. But they don't tell you how many people have lost their lives due to the vaccinations. Because they're all hell-bent on telling people, but it saved this person and it saved that person. It's saving little kids. Is it really saving our children? Is it? You only have to go to Sydney. I was talking to a nurse. You only have to go to Sydney to A&E and see how many children are going through that hospital that have had vaccinations with side effects. And she said, and they're covering it up. Why cover it up? Why cover it up when it's killing people? I'm sorry. I just don't get it.
Tell us your friend's name to the camera.
Sharon Males, and she was 52 years of age.
What was she like?
Her and I've got goosebumps. Her and I done everything together. We went everywhere together. We'd do road trips. We would laugh and joke the whole time. There was never a bad word with Sissy and I, and we called each other Sissy because we loved each other so much like sisters. And I remember begging at her bed in Hobart saying, Sissy, you got to hold on, please hold on, please. But then her daughter and her son-in-law come over, and I had to try and explain to them what they were going to go in and see. And I said, look, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to save her, and I done the best I could to try and save Sissy. And they said there's nothing you could have done, Freda, because of the history of the blood clot she had, and the medical centre in Queenstown should never have ever given her that needle in the first place. I've never seen anyone bleed like that. Like I said, it was like a horror movie. It was like a horror movie, and I still have... Well, I'm on antidepressants and medication to help me sleep, because I'm up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with nightmares and seeing what I saw. I'll never want anyone else to see it, never.